Twitch allegedly made 10 to 15 million when Kai live streamed every day in the month of February, while he reportedly made 2 million. I think it's important to contextualize these numbers, right? Number one, not all of this money came from subs. Not all of this money came from subs. For those who don't know, Twitch plays ads, right? Twitch plays ads, and they take revenue from the advertisers who paid for them to play those ads on certain streams, right? And the more a streamer brings onto the platform, the more they can play an ad, and essentially the more money Twitch makes through ad revenue. They also share some of that with the creator, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm iffy on the numbers. I don't even know what the percentage is. I know for a fact with YouTube it's 55-45, but with Twitch, it might be 50-50. It might be 50-50. It might be more leaning towards Twitch. There's also this dude in the replies that said, yo, he still made 2 M's though. Of course, the platform is going to collect more. You acting like as if he's getting 10, 20, 30,000 souls. And I ain't gonna lie, he went to war. all of these ones right here, it's him quote retweeting the shit. What I will say is there is some validity to the critique of like, okay, yo, if y'all think like Kai was going to make all 10, 15, or even 50% of this revenue, like, you are bugging. That's just not how business works. You know what I'm saying? Fortunately or unfortunately, like I don't know who brought it up, but someone brought up the NBA example of, LeBron has brought in billions for the NBA, but yet he's only getting paid, quote unquote, getting paid 200 million, and no one's really complaining about it. I do think there's some validity to that argument, right? But I think the problem here is that Twitch is not making an effort. And maybe it's because it's just out of their control. The logistics just aren't there. Their model right now is robbing from creators compared to what's out there. When you see a Kick who's able to, and I know the reasons why they're able to get a 95.5 out there. When you see a Kick doing what they're doing, when you see a YouTube doing what they're doing, I really do think, and I'm not saying that if Kai leaves Twitch as a platform is just done, because I do think there are way more creators than Kai, and Kai is not this like end all be all of the platform. But I do think in a relative conversation, Kai is in a position where he is only losing by staying on Twitch. Especially when other platforms are willing to pay you a flat rate to stay on their platform, plus give you higher revenue splits. I think at this point, and again, maybe I just don't know enough about Kai's situation, the contracts behind the scene, etc., etc. But at this point, Kai is only on Twitch because this is what's comfortable with him. This is where he grew his fan base. He gets a lot of viewership on Twitch. And if he leaves on another platform, you're going into an unfamiliar territory. Specifically going to Kick, it feels like a bootleg version of Twitch. I think it's just a matter of familiarity at this point. And just Kai being used to, what the fuck is going on Twitch. He just knows how to navigate Twitch better than other platforms.
Somebody said we just got back on Twitch. Yeah, this is our first stream back on Twitch. Our official home is going to be Rumble. So, who knows? YouTube might act up a week. Yo, act, we don't want your stream here for a week. Twitch, them. Yo, I don't know if it's, let me give you the lowdown on the Twitch thing. Twitch gave me a 30-day suspension. I've never been suspended on Twitch for more than a week. I have no idea why that was the first thing they said, but they said 30 days. And I was like, wow, what? Anyway, I think it's an interesting time for streaming. So, I ain't gonna lie.
I think this is another thing that is changing the landscape. For the longest, Twitch compared to YouTube, Jesus Christ, fuck Arby's, bro. Compared to YouTube, compared to Facebook, compared to TikTok, you were able to do way more on Twitch because of their loose TOS, right? I know we hear about streamers getting banned left, right, and sideways, but if you play music, you get to keep all the ad revenue, assuming you don't get a DMCA claim, right? People react to shows regularly on Twitch. People are more comfortable playing music on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to things like that, Twitch had an edge on the competition, right? It was also the only platform out there that was dedicated to just streaming, right? When you look at Facebook, when you look at YouTube, it was I'm trying to incorporate live streaming into what I have, but streaming was not the main it's not the main product. But now we're in a situation where there are other platforms out there. One, that's willing to pay streamers to go from Twitch, but two, they're actually offering you more creative freedom than Twitch. And three, their main product is still live streaming, that being Rumble and Kick. I just think it's making everything interesting. I think a lot of Twitch streamers are genuinely switching over from Twitch to Kick. And it's not even like because they got paid. There's just a lot of incentive right now to go from Twitch to Kick in a vacuum. So
I did appeal. They put it to 2 weeks after a while. So I was suspended for 2 weeks. It's kind of unclear why I was suspended, but it seems it was between two streams, me streaming something they considered violent, even though I think we talk about all type of things here, which includes violent stuff, but okay. And also maybe me streaming a concert. I don't know, I don't want to get nefarious and kind of like, be on some conspiracy theory shit. But before then, I was constantly talking about possibly making a move. It's interesting when a streamer starts to consider maybe another alternative. The tolerance for their content in terms of them getting suspended or banned is very short. For example, Cenat, he was suspended. From what I'm hearing, it seems it's going to be like either 3 days or 7 days. They're claiming he was doing sexual content during RP. We're back on Twitch, and I ain't trying to get super political with it, but it's like a lot of shit you kind of realize is kind of bullshit in a sense as a creator.
I ain't gonna lie, that's bullshit too. The sexual content in RP, that shit is bullshit too. I ain't gonna lie. Specific, because if you're letting motherfuckers play violent games like GTA 5, bro, you might as well ban anything that's inhumane. I feel like at that point, bro. Because what that tells me is, okay, titties on the screen in a strip club where no violence is happening is where you draw the line. But I can just go outside the fucking strip club, kill like 10 people on the sidewalk, and y'all cool with that? I don't know, bro. That maybe is a different conversation about us being desensitized to violence and just accepting violence as, violence being more acceptable than other things. But that shit is crazy to me, man.
Give an example. Kai just got suspended or banned because if you don't know what RP is, that's role playing. So he was playing GTA, which is Grand Theft Auto, and you could role play as some virtual characters to be doing regular things in life. Apparently, Kai role played a sexual scene, and they feel like that was too sexually explicit, even though that's kind of also part of the game, but you can't be too explicit, whatever the case is. So they drew the line and said, Kai, whatever, right? Now, it's very interesting to me, and this is why I think Twitch is having a issue. If you're going to suspend Kai for that, Kai did a subathon, I got some numbers on that subathon. From what I was told, Kai made about $3 million. He spent about $600,000. He netted, from what I've heard, about $2 million in profit for streaming 30 days on Twitch. I thought it was going to be exponentially more. But from what I hear, only $2 million he made. From what I hear, though, Twitch made between $10 and $15 million. Just think about that just disparity. You stream 30 days, you pay for all the costs, the expenses in creating the product. You make $2 million, they make 15. Cool. There was an instance on that subathon where some people claimed he got jacked off under a table. I don't know if it's true. I'm not trying to be I'm not Randall from Recess. I'm just telling you, these were things that the community were like, what is Twitch going to do? Twitch was making so much money off Kai at the moment. Remember, at the end of the month, he made $2 million. They made like 10, 15. They were making so much money off of him that would be clearly, like, again, remember, what he's getting suspended for now.
Hey, he's spitting facts right now, bro. He's spitting facts.
Play. So he's not doing anything. He's playing as a character online and maybe making some sound effects. What was allegedly seen on the subathon while Twitch was making their 10, 15 million off of him, they said some girl was like reaching into his crotch. That's what, I'm not trying to be a snitch or nothing like that. I'm just telling you what was the conversation. Twitch, knowing that Kai was bringing in so much money for them, they did nothing. No suspension, no nothing.
Yep.
You know why? He was on a subathon. Who does the subathon really benefit? Twitch, not the creator. So we excused you for that because you were making us so much money that if we suspended you during that, we would be cutting off our nose to spite our face. But now you're not on a subathon anymore. Now you've been flirting with maybe signing a contract on Kick. Now you've been saying that you don't like the shoes we sent you, but you like the shoes another platform sent you. You know what? Because you role played a little bit, let's put you back in your place. Let's suspend you. That is, I believe, Twitch's big problem. If you're gonna have rules and apply them indiscriminately, do that. But don't try to prioritize times that you could make money or certain creators. And then when other creators that you feel are indispensable or dispensable at the time, you suspend them and throw them to the side.
I do feel like there's a conversation about moderation here. And I think when we have these conversations, it's so easy to just point the inconsistency card. Like, well, why'd you let this creator go but let that creator go? We're talking about websites that get millions of people to go on their website. Millions of creators to moderate. And at that point, just maintaining consistency is crazy. It is crazy. I think it's damn near to a point where it's unreasonable to ask a platform to moderate consistently. However, I will say this. For high class, for high profile creators, that's when it gets interesting. That's when it gets interesting because at that point, it's not just some Joe Schmo with 500 viewers I just didn't notice, man. There's too many people on the priority list. This is Kai Cenat, bro. This is the biggest streamer on your platform, or one of the biggest streamers on your platform. Arguably the biggest streamer on your platform. The shit that he does is hard to fucking ignore. The shit that he does is hard to fucking ignore.
That's the thing that I think Kai has to think about. And if you ask me, in reality, I believe this is just my personal opinion. I reached out to Kai. We haven't really talked about business shit yet, and nor does he need to talk to me about it. I'm just telling you what I know the market is saying. I just did a deal. I think it's 0% chance he stays with Twitch. I don't care how much you love Twitch. I don't care how much you love Twitch. Twitch is saying they're not giving you exclusive shit. They're sending you shoes instead of paying you the millions they should pay you. You made them $15 million. They give you a nice pair of custom shoes. Not saying they owe you whatever. But at this point, they should realize how invaluable you are. This is any company. And possibly try to work with you in a way that you could feel compensated or you could feel appreciated.
Mind you, that's also just, this is an assumption. That 15 mil is just like money that they physically saw within that month. That doesn't take into account returning customers that Kai brought on to the website, aka customer acquisition. You know what I'm saying? It's and this is why creators get paid a lot of money when it comes to certain brand deals, is because not only are you paying for people on the initial sign up, not only are you paying for exposure, but you're also paying for potential customers that are gonna, be returning customers and buy your shit and consume your shit on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? So like you referring a friend of yours to Starbucks is more than just, oh, I made Starbucks $5. If that person ends up being a returning customer, you haven't just made Starbucks $5. You've made Starbucks $60. So, some business shit to think about, bro.
Instead, they look at maybe the narrative of you floating in the air that you might switch platforms, and then they punish you for shit that they wouldn't have punished you for when you were making them a boatload of money. I think that's an issue. I can't tell someone like Kai what to do, but I can tell you what the numbers I've been hearing. The active offer, I'm not sure if it's still active anymore, was that Kai could get a $50 million contract from Kick. And I'm going to be honest with you. And when I mean $50 million for a year. Go look at the NBA salaries for the year. Tell me
What
who makes $50 million for a year.
Kai, what are
I'm
you
sorry to tell
doing?
And this is my message to Kai or whoever who's in this position where you're being offered from these other places. Your clout not going to dry up in a year, my nigga. Go take that fucking deal.
That's what
Twitch ain't
stop.
giving you nothing but a pair of sneakers, and another motherfucker gonna give you $15 million. You better hit the road.
Oh, shit.
Twitch gonna be here. And I hope they don't take this, because I am on Twitch at the moment. Hope they don't take this thing and be like, oh shit, academics is sending the smoke signals to get people to leave. That's not my thing. I always speak. And by the way, I don't care about being on Twitch if I can't speak without being constrained. Just like I wouldn't care about being on Rumble, and salute to Rumble, I gotta deal with them. I wouldn't care about being on any platform if I can't speak how I need to speak. But I do look at Kai right now, and I'm like, yo, listen. If you made, let's just do the math. If you made $2 million doing the most entertaining subathon ever in history in a month, $2 million, which if you streamed all year, if we were to extrapolate, and by the way, there's a lot of factors, streaming, doing a subathon in February is much worse than doing a subathon in like November or December. If he did the same subathon in December, he'd make at least $5 to $6 million. Why? Advertising rates are different because it's Christmas, it's Black Friday. Nobody's buying in January or February. By the way, if you guys do YouTube, you should know CPMs are low January, February, March. That's what it is, right?
Yep.
So his timing wasn't the best, but still, just think about the timing. He made $2 million for streaming every day of his life, every hour, every minute. If we extrapolated, which again I'm admitting that it wouldn't be that for every month, but let's say it was $4 million. $4 million for 12 months. $48 million. They're offering you $50 million. Brother, all you need to do is launch up a stream with 2 fingers, tell niggas, peace out.
That's what
I'll see y'all niggas in a year. That's it. Yo, I'm just trying to tell y'all the reality of it. These streamers, the offers that I'm hearing being thrown around, I did my little thing. I got my little bag. I'm good. I mean, I'm at Rumble. I'm chilling. But I ain't Speed, Kai, Aiden, and a few others who would definitely get more money. I got my shit. I'm good.
See, that's what I'm saying. And again, it might be easy for me to speak as someone who's never touched $1 million, as someone who is in these conversations. But bro, 50 million is fuck you money. 50 million is fuck you money, bro. So for you to pass up on that opportunity, cause of what? Cause of I don't know what. Maybe he is gonna do it. At this point, if I were to bet, I think Kai is gonna leave Twitch. But Kai better stop playing, bro. Kai better stop playing, bro. Take that money, bro. 50 million is set for life money. 50 million is an amount of money where it don't matter if you fall off or not. Unless, and maybe he is, because I think to get to that level of content creation, I think you got to have a certain drive. You got to have a certain goal that's bigger. You're reaching for the stars, right? You're reaching for the stars. We're 50 million. You don't want to even limit yourself to 50 million. But that's a level of money where, again, you're set for life. Your family is set for life. You don't have to worry about falling off. You don't have to worry about blowing up. You can truly be you with that type of money. You can truly be you with that type of money. I think that's the reason why when Aiden moved over to Kick, yo, bro, as long as I'm not doing anything to, you know what I'm saying, delete this contract, I'm literally doing whatever the fuck I want. Now, it would expose him to being much more of a weirdo than we originally thought. But I'm telling you right now, bro. But even with Aiden, that's the reason why he's not fucking scared. As long as Train ain't saying anything, he does not care, bro. You can think whatever the fuck you want about him. He has nothing to lose. That's nothing to lose money, bro. That's nothing. Don't pass that up, Kai.